Bush in San Diego, California. I'm here with Billy Moore to tell you a very touching story about Ben. Billy.
Ben Borum. Ben Borum is a young man that had gotten in, I call it a little trouble, but most people call it a big bit of trouble. And he was charged with a hate crime. And so one of our students, Lamar Slater, got a call. And Ben Borum's dad said, well, go down and see Billy Moore at ABC Youth Foundation. And so when I met Ben, I said, well, who is your dad? He told me who his dad was. And I said, where is your dad? He said, well, my dad's in prison. I said, in prison? He said, yeah. He said, and he called me from prison and asked me to get in touch with you and you could possibly help me. So Ben came down and we sat outside on the sidewalk and he told me his story. So as some time passed, he spent time with ABC. And finally I found out he had to go to court. And come to find out his attorney knew something about ABC. I'd had a dealing with her. We had had a dealing with her before on, it's ironic, but it was another crime. And so, and she asked, could I come down and speak? And so Ben asked me, I said, sure. So when I got down, this is a kid that had won a scholarship. He had, after all of this trouble, he had went to Mesa College and got an AA degree. But they had told him that he couldn't go. He received a scholarship to the University of Arizona, full ride. And they said, no, he was too much of a risk to go. So when I got down to the courthouse, his attorney told the judge that, well, Mr. Moore is here, can he speak? He said, sure. And so when I got up to the podium to speak, and the judge said, Mr. Moore, hold up before you speak. So I want to share something with you. He said, I remember you. You probably don't remember me, but I used to send kids to you, to ABC, from juvenile hall. And it really took me by surprise. And so, and I just happened to look at the prosecutors, and it seemed like their whole expression had kind of changed. But to make a long story short, he told Ben, and he told ABC, and he told the prosecutors, said, we're going to let him go. And he said, Ben, we want you to go over and get your degree and not get in any more trouble. And we want you to be a credit to ABC and to society. He said, so with that, we're releasing you to go over to the University of Arizona to follow up on your degree.
That's an amazing
That's a true story.
That's an amazing story.
It's a true story.
Did he graduate?
Right.
Yes, he did graduate. He did graduate. And he had a few rough spots, but whenever he had those rough spots, he'd, hey, Coach, can you come over here? And but the bottom line is, here's a kid that, and I don't know if you caught it when I said his dad has been a lifelong felon. But his dad thought enough of ABC to have his son to get in touch with ABC.
And how's Ben doing now?
Ben's doing good. He's doing good. Yeah. And but to see a kid that, and whenever his dad went to prison, Ben was coddled by other prisoners that his dad knew that were on the streets. But here's a kid that fought through all of that to overcome quite a few hurdles.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
That's a great story. Thank you, Billy.